Good afternoon, Mayor and Council. Yes, I was asked to come and just speak briefly about the enforcement aspect of this, what this really would mean for law enforcement if it passed. In the previous mask mandate that we had from Panhandle Health, largely our response to that was education. We were just informing people that there was a mask mandate and the importance of wearing a mask, and as a result, 0 citations were issued. Although we still had a number of calls that came into our dispatch center. I believe last count we had over 200 that came in, both people complaining about it and questions about it and that sort of thing. We didn't have any citations that were issued. I would tell you that we're in a different situation now than we were then. I think most people have their minds made up as to whether or not they're going to wear a mask. And so my big question today is, if this passes, what is the will of council? Do you want us to enforce this by issuing citations, or would you prefer that we just still continue to warn people about it? Because I would tell you that there are, obviously, you can hear some people who are not going to comply, and we will come in contact with those individuals. So, is council comfortable with us issuing citations to those individuals? That's really the big question that law enforcement has. We're just looking for a clear direction. What is the will of council, and then we will do what the council desires.
So, Chief, I'll just give you my 2 cents worth. I still favor the education piece of telling people that there is a mask mandate in place. I think we're going to have to look to some of these businesses that we know that don't have their employees in masks. That, again, we're going to educate. And we're going to look, in my mind, we're going to look to egregious offenders, people that maybe you've issued 1 or 2 or 3 warnings to, that they're just not going to comply. Then that's when a citation situation would come in. The way that I see it, and you mentioned it, there are going to be some people that absolutely just aren't going to do it, right? But there are people on the other side that are going to do it. But we have 2 states on either side of us that have statewide mask mandates. So if we have a mandate in place, there are going to be the residents of Coeur d'Alene that are going to do it. There are going to be some that refuse, right? But if we can get the people that are used to, from Washington, Montana, wherever they come from, used to a mask mandate, if they know that we have a mandate here too, they're going to put on a mask. I believe that. I see it. I see it every single day. If people come here from Washington, Montana, or wherever, and they know that there's not, they're just not. So with some type of mandate, we are going to get more masking. It's not going to be perfect. It's not going to be everyone. And it's not our intention to give tickets or to arrest anyone. Arresting anyone is not going to happen in the city of Coeur d'Alene for not wearing a mask. It's just not going to happen. So, Christy, go ahead.